This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. So Steve Austin picks up the WCW TV title from Barry Windham on May 23rd in Chattanooga at the Worldwide Tapings. And the 25-match card would see Paulie Dangerously distract the ref after Windham hit a DDT and slid Windham's belt to Austin, who hit Windham with it and gained the fall. So this is really one of the first times we see Steve on a national stage win a major title. And I guess how major the WCW TV title is debatable, but still it's on TV, you know, and as far as the pecking order goes, there's the world champ, there's the US champ, and then there's the TV champ. Right. And you're beating a guy like Barry Windham, who in 1992 could still go and wrestle his ass off. This has to be a vote of confidence for Steve and a cool feather in the cap for a young man on his journey.
Yeah, Watts saw great talent in Steve and potential. He was the kind of guy that Watts could build around, and just like we did in the Attitude Era. You know, Austin was a winner, and he was going to do good. So he was just had not been tapped. So Cowboy likes Stone Cold, and for all the right reasons.
It's amazing too when you just think about this sentence: the 25-match card. Now, I realize it's a TV taping, and I realize we're trying to tape several in a row, but I can't imagine the burnout that the crowd must feel and the unenviable task that a booker, if you will, would have. How do I keep these fans energized and entertained and lively for the television camera? 25 matches deep. That's a tall ask.
Oh yeah. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. And why we thought it would work. I don't know. It's illogical. It was illogical. It's still illogical. You just can't do that. So, and now we all see the importance of a live television audience. You know, AEW Dynamite is fun to watch because the crowd is so into things. They're attuned. They're participating. And we didn't have that back in those days. I could only imagine the momentum we could have probably built if we had the same kind of live events crowd then as we do now on Wednesday nights.
In the other major angle, the Larry Zbyszko turn was completed, writes Dave Meltzer. They had a match set up with Austin versus Zbyszko. Dangerously and Zbyszko came out for an interview, and Dangerously called Zbyszko trash and said it's nothing personal, but blamed him for all the recent losses. Zbyszko slapped Dangerously and was attacked from behind by Austin. During the singles match, Zbyszko had Austin in an abdominal stretch when Dangerously jumped on the apron. Zbyszko pulled Dangerously into the ring as Dangerously gets the ref diverted. Bobby Eaton hits a knee drop on Zbyszko and Austin pins him. And this is to build first to Eaton versus Zbyszko at the houses. So let's talk about that. Larry Zbyszko, I felt like, was a classic natural heel. And now we're going to try to turn him as a babyface. We're really dissolving the Dangerous Alliance. And I think a lot of times we sort of look back and think, man, what could have been with the Dangerous Alliance?
Yeah, it was shut off too quick, Conrad. Cut short too quick.
Too soon.
Yeah, they had the ability to be one of the great factions of all time. I'm not saying that they weren't. I thought they were just tremendous, and I enjoyed all their work. And collectively, it was just an amazing group of talent. But yeah, it was tough. It was tough getting reset, shall we say, with the booking. Those are tough times. I can tell you that right. When Cowboy first came back, all the stuff, we were having to do and team up and help him because he didn't know about writing a TV show with the breaks we had and all that. It wasn't his old format, his old 1 hour format that was 42 minutes long. So, and that's what he was used to doing. He never did I never worked for Bill. We ever did a show over an hour, and I did hundreds of hours of television for Cowboy. Never did one over an hour. So he had to learn that philosophy and that format and get that down. And so there was a lot of learning. The learning curve at that point in time was very challenging.
Talk to me about Bill Watts. Why do you think, I assume that this is Bill Watts' choice to cut the Dangerous Alliance off, but did you
salary? It was all about the payroll. It was all about the payroll. That's what it was. It wasn't. He did not dislike the Dangerous Alliance and their personnel. He thought that they were as a unit, as a group. He had a lot of money tied up in one entity with 4 or 5 guys. What we needed was 4 or 5 guys to develop their own thing and not be a part of one entity and spread it out a little bit. We had no depth. So here we are putting all these top guys in one group. So now they're isolated in that area, in that little compartment. So it was out of salary and lack of depth that all those things kind of came about.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you're going to notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.